and IDPs in their corresponding villages and communities. That would have been the fate of our people in the next 10 years you're talking about, if not the coming of Oyendu. I'm telling you for a
Yeah,
fact. You
thank you.
have seen people like Hopos or Demma, Uba, and all this rest of people even create their own terrorist group. You have seen them invite a military to kill people. They kill, and you wonder if this person is really an Igbo man. If this person is really from this land, why would you? No matter, because of freedom. You don't understand the word freedom. It means something is not right. It means that the people are not free. So why will an indigenous person, why will a human being who have the future at heart, who love his own children, his own personal blood children, bring military to kill other people's children, destroy their houses, destroy their farm, and destroy their business places, so that they will not be able to fend their family, so that they will not have roof over them head? Is that what the government provide for people? So these are enablers that are working for these people. If not the coming of these great men I mentioned, Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, Ojukwu, and several other people who have fought very strongly for our race would have been obliterated. That would be going through all these things I explained to you, Christopher.
Thank you so much, my brother. I'm gonna just spend 1 minute now so others can speak.
Thank you.
What we got from all you've explained to us right now is those who are still talking about one Nigeria are either ignorant, what a pity, or they are selfish people and evil. In addition to that, you cannot be calling yourself a proud Nigerian and you are complaining about the dehumanization, the killings. No, 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 no. You cannot have your cake and eat it. Okay? And we are talking about this collateral damage. The Burna Boy who una like so much, una they go club, una they enjoy it, song, una like him. He has explained to you in layman terms. You are all, just prisoners of war. Okay, collateral damage. So it's either you enjoy that your miserable life, or you support freedom, where you can have your own nations and enjoy the fruits of true citizenship, which is what this Biafran government and we are bringing to our people. I want to beg Biafrans for something. When you see the zoo and they did not give you money for this university, they did not invest, do not complain. These people already know that you are not Nigerians. It's just like, for example, Nigeria, they do something for Ghana, and you want Ghana to bring that money to your so-called Nigeria. It does not happen like that. They already know that Biafrans have left. That is why they can't bother to put their money there. Like our Prime Minister always tells us, we would build our nation from scratch.
Exactly, Christopher. I was discussing this particular subject with Ife, and he was like, if we were part of Nigeria, they could have included our area. Don't you see that Delta State is not there, and their so-called Southeast is not there. So we are not with these people anymore. Though the only places that appear there is the lands that they are dragging with us. Outside there, the real Biafra land, it did not appear in that section, in that paper.
Absolutely. So I'm going to end with this. Today is Saturday. Freedom is not cheap. Every Ejema actually counts. 10 Ejema, 20 Ejema, 100 Ejema, 1000 Ejema. Support, support, support. Search your conscience, search your pocket. If you've been doing before and you can afford to do more, kindly do it. Do not forget, when we exit, we are not taking these material things behind. And I'll leave you with this question. Where is Ifeanyi today? I yield the mic. Thank you so much, University, for giving me this time.
Thank you so much. That was very wonderful with Christopher Okenwa, the FBI of Biafra, the secret investigator and intelligence for Biafran people, especially in the media. Thank you very much, Christopher, for this wonderful section of yours. Dealing with you is very, very interesting because it appears in a very professional mood. Thank you so much. We have so many things to learn from people like you, and the manner with which you direct your question is very, very. It helps to bring out a lot of hidden facts and details into this analysis that we are narrating here. Thank you so much. And of course, fellow Biafrans, I present Dr. David Nana to you all. You all know Dr. David is a very, very clever, determined, and well focused, well built Biafran. And Dr. David will be talking to us before we go to our honorable co host, Nonso, the Minister of the Gospel of Freedom. And we are very, very complete here. And the forum is unique. I can see the mouthpiece of the gods over there. I can see our own Frank. Frank, it's been long we hear your voice, especially you and Ife. Rejan Fury was here. Rejan Fury tried to come back. And yeah, so all Biafrans, we salute you. And I give you Dr. David Nana to your listening ear. Of course, you are going to enjoy him. Dr. David, are you still with us or you are in the other room?
I'm here with you, my brother. Good morning good afternoon from here.
How are you doing today?
Wonderful people, lovers of freedom. I salute each and every one of you. More importantly, the university, the Vice Chancellor as mouthpiece will say of the University of Biafra, Nine, I salute you, sir, for setting up this space once again. For lovers of freedom and Biafran people to come together and preach the gospel of freedom, the gospel of redemption to the world. Before I go to the co-host, first of all, I want to acknowledge the presence of one of our elders, or do I say leaders? I don't know, but that name looks to me like a traditional ruler in one of the Biafran states. The Ata of Ida. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to acknowledge the presence of that particular prominent man who find it worthy to come and listen to the gospel that we, the Biafran people, are preaching. So, Ata of Ida, I salute your presence. Thank you for coming. You are welcome, sir. I salute my co-host as well, Nonso. Nonso is a group of Biafrans that in every family, there are peacemakers, there are diplomatic makers, and there are those that can break bottle for somebody's head. Nonso is part of the, not the troublemaker, but the bottle breakers. So I salute my co-host Nonso as well for joining us. I salute everyone, every business, CBI. I salute you more importantly that you posed this morning. Very, very interesting questions. And anybody that is a Biafran and listening to the answer that was given in regard to that question, we know actually well that Biafrans cannot flourish in one Nigeria. I salute you, CBI, for that wonderful question and the statement that followed as well. I salute every Biafran that is here, all protocols duly and humbly observed. A country or a people, hashtag Biafra Mass Exodus 2024. A collateral damage. Hashtag Mazi Nandi Kanu. Brings me to a situation whereby I will use to acknowledge and salute the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ohamadike I. This man has paid the greatest price when it comes to the freedom of the Biafran people. Why has he paid this price? The reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has paid and continue to pay this price is or was because he was born for Biafra to be restored. He had demonstrated it in so many occasions. He had been intimidated. They have subjugated him into a manner of ill treatment. Women have urinated upon him for the sake of your freedom and for the sake of my freedom. On the day our leader was tying the knots with the wife, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, was dehumanized for no just cause, just for speaking for the Biafran people. Not only that, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was forcefully kidnapped in 2015 rather, while hotel and took him forcefully. What was his crime? His crime was creating nest for the Biafran restoration. And in 2017, stringent conditions, never to speak about you, never to speak about my freedom, but to go back into his house, shut the hell up. He was even told never to stay in the more than 10 persons. You can imagine. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came out. I was made, I was created, I was born, and I was sent to liberate these people, and you cannot cage me. Our leader went about his duty, went about his assignment, preaching this gospel of redemption. And 2017, the Southeast governors, knowing fully well that they are not representing the people, that our leader has taken the mind of every Biafran because of his actions and activities and utterances against the government of the day and the Southeast leaders. They arranged, proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader, and sent the killer squads of the Nigerian military to go and take him out so that he will not speak for you again. But our God could have it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu escaped death by whiskers. Chukwu Okike Abiama saved his life. But in the process, other men and women who were hardcore government were shot down at the prime of their youth. With live bullet, live ammunition, even a dog was killed because of freedom for their people. And not only that, after that episode, those political leaders never spoke about the invasion of our leader's house, never condemned it. Nobody was held responsible. Nigerian government were all going out their normal duties. And when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu surfaced, again, they planned and kidnapped him from Kenya. But I want to tell everybody who cares to listen, and those who are listening anonymously, those agents of the Nigerian state, that are the result, and those lovers of freedom from all over the world, friends and well-wishers of Biafra, that singular incident led to the death of the parents of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They died. These are kings and queens of EFIK-IBIBIO. They died as a result of that invasion. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was still in exile. When his parents were buried, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not allowed and can never be allowed to come back to Nigeria. So he buried his parents all the way from exile. But did that deter him? Did that stop him? No. Why? Because his mission has not been accomplished. And that mission is to restore God's kingdom on this planet Earth. That did not deter the Nigerian state. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu continued to preach his gospel of redemption, telling the world of the atrocities of the Nigerian state, their actions and activities against the indigenous populations, the Biafran people. And they said he has started again. They planned with the political leaders from the east and with those who were charged with the responsibility of protecting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafran people at will. The money exchange hands, properties exchange hands, positions exchange hands, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's location was given out. And they went and kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And today, he's still in the custody of the DSS. This is one of the atrocious activities of the Nigerian state against a man who committed no crime. So Nigeria is never a country. Even the people you find in that contraption are held forcefully. I tell you of the Hausa tribe. The Hausa tribe are now conquered and they are held forcefully. The whole people in that contraption called Nigeria held forcefully against their wish. Because if you dare speak about the atrocity that is happening in your community or your state, the Nigerian government come and kill you. Ma Alafia is a case from Benue State. I've forgotten his name. He was also a case study for trying to speak truth to power against the activities of the Nigerian state against his community. He was killed. He was making, and the terrorist Nigerian army and police opened fire on him and shot him dead. So everybody that you see in that contraption called Nigeria is held against his wish. Even the governors of the different states in that contraption, they are also held against their wish because the Nigerian government have one case against them. Or if you dare speak, if you dare raise up your hand to condemn their activities against your people, they are going to Hope Uzodimma, a person that came cheap race, but because he had agreement with the caliphate, he was given the first position and he's today a governor. Wike killed a lot of people at Obibo. Today, he is a minister of FCT. Umahi killed a lot of people and today he is a minister. The same thing applies to each and every one of them. Every political leader from the south, east, and south, they have one case or the other against them. And that is why you see everybody against their wishes. That is why they are being held sheepishly, hopelessly, and nobody speaks for them. Only in Biafra that now our people we can be very proud of who. We can be very proud of. We are proud of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are proud of Simon Ekpan Joko because they gave us the courage, they gave us the vows, they gave us the status. So Nigeria is just
we are not hearing him. Abi, they don't come out them again. Mazi David, please, if you are still speaking, we can't hear you. Investi, please, are you there? Are you here, Mazi David?
Let him go down, come up.
I can't hear him. Can you hear him?
No, I can't hear him. So I think she has to go out and come back in, exactly, because they have started attacking him again.
Yeah, like I say, bro, we're not.
Dodo Buzonari bude co-host first. Yeah, collect the co-host from our first, so before he disappear, then you can bring him back and give him back the co-host. All right, thank you very much, Biafrans. I welcome you all this morning. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I really want to appreciate each and every one of us here. We bless Chukwu Kika Abiyama. We want to thank our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because he is the reason why we are gathering here, and he is the reason why we have realized, and he is the reason why we have gotten to where we are today. Remember that he sacrificed a lot. Today, he is still sacrificing. His father and his mother died because of this cause. And there is one thing that Mazi David Nana just said that struck my heart, you know. And for someone like our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you know that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have sacrificed all these things and even buried his father and his mother, a whole prince, a king in exile, I will see how they will bury all this Ifan Yoruba. I will see how they will bury all these criminals that they have that are kissing the dust now. I will see how they will bury them in Biafra land. I swear to Almighty God, under the Biafra government in exile, we are going to assume their cause and send them to the desert. Because under their watch, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in exile and buried his father and his mother. Under their watch, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. Mazi David, go ahead.
David, welcome back. Accept the cause, please.
Mazi David, please accept the co-host and go ahead with your submission, please. Thank you.
Yes, my mic was just, I don't know. So, like I was saying, am I coming out now?
Don't
please
worry about it. And if they kick you out, you come back, please. You hear?
Can you hear me?
David. Can David hear?
Okay. So, like, I don't know where you stop hearing me, but I said, without Mazi Simon Ekpa and our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Biafrans would have been turned to slaves, just like the Hausa tribe in Nigeria today. It's because these men, they gave us the courage and they gave us the voice. And we are standing on the existing protocols that they have already established for us. And that is why we are standing very bold and strong today to speak about our freedom. By the actions and activities of these men, Biafrans are now speaking out because it's now open. Our government is there to protect the people. Before, while we were still in Nigeria, if you speak, they will come for you because the government will not protect you. Your political leaders will not protect you. But in this case, you can hear Burna Boy speaking with all amount of boldness in him. You hear Biafran speaking on the street of Lagos. You can see Biafran speaking on the street of Aba. Oh my, anywhere you can talk about now, because the government of Biafra have been able to say to the Nigerian state, if any Biafran is killed as a result of your treachery and atrocious activities, as a result of their speaking, they did not commit any crime, we are going to come through. And that is actually what is happening. And that is why Biafran can now heave a sigh of relief. Biafran can now be free to air their minds and opinion on what is happening. And Biafra has now embraced the government that speaks for them. That is what has been missing since Nigeria was forcefully together, since Biafrans were forcefully brought together into one Nigeria. leadership have been missing, protection have been missing, okay? Speakership have been missing. But now that the Biafran government have been able to bring this thing into the front burner for the Biafran people, you can see us being bold enough to speak truth to the power. And that is why we have decided to exit that contraption, not give us the platform to air our opinion, to speak about the through, and even when we speak, nobody will come to our rescue, nobody will come for our defense. So therefore, we are exiting that contraption by thunder, by fire. We want to tell the whole world to listen that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still in detention. We are telling the Nigerian government to release him. The world knows the plight of the Biafran people. The world knows that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed no crime, but why are they keeping quiet about it? Because the Nigerian state has been able to use their resources to buy everybody's silence. But we, the Biafran people, are standing very strong for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is standing very strong for us. And that is why we are delegitimizing Nigeria by starting from the 28th of this month. All the institutions of governance or government or federal government and state government under Nigeria will be locked down and locked out in Biafra land. And not only that, the government of Biafra will enforce it with everything that they have got. This is just to demonstrate to the Nigerian government that the Biafra Mass Exodus 2024 is in progress. This is to delegitimize them, to tell them to release our leader, to tell them to recognize the Biafran government in exile, to release all political, all Biafran activists that they are holding, and as well to tell them to withdraw their terrorist Nigerian military and police from Biafra land, because they are the sources that kidnapping is happening in our land. They are the sources whereby people are being killed. They are the sources whereby organs of Biafrans are being harvested, and we cannot stay and watch them kill our people, kidnap our people, harvest the organs of our women and children and young boys, and we fold our hands and watch them. It can no longer happen. So, fellow Biafrans and wonderful people, this is the reason why everybody must join hands together to make sure that Biafra is restored, and to make sure that we delegitimize these terrorists in our land. Support the special IOU loan. Very, very important. You loan money to the government and you have 100% profit in return. As a result of that as well, you have a certificate that will be issued to you. More importantly, those of you who are non-Biafrans, because when Biafra is restored, Biafra will be the greatest nation on this planet Earth. You have the opportunity of being a Biafran citizen by your support or by your loan to the government of Biafra. Very, very interesting. You embrace this opportunity. Very, very important. Wonderful people and lovers of freedom. A lot of Biafrans have something to say. So I will not say it all, because Nonso as well is geared and ready to speak truth to power as well. So thank you so much, University, for giving me the mic. I welcome you once again. I stand by for my host and co-host to continue from there.
Thank you, Mazi David Nana. God bless you. Look, Mazi David, I don't know if that is how they kick Jaja Godson. No, we don't used to hear. He used to come now once in a while. We used to hear from him. Jaja Godson, our lovely brother. We don't know what happened to his gadgets, and now till today, you know, these are warriors on Twitter. And today now they are no longer here. They only come and listen and go because they will not allow them to come in.
No, so Jaja has space on Monday.
No, sir.
On Monday.
Okay, very good. Powerful. That is good. I love that. I miss him so much. That is my dearest brother. You know, we cannot forget any of us here. We can never forget any of us. We are really doing awesomely. This is the result. This is the result that we have gotten to today. These people think that they will have peace. After all these things that they have done to us, they hold somebody like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, #1 first citizen of Biafra land, buried his father and his mother in exile. Hey, hey, God. Okay. And they think that they will have peace. Mazi David, please, can you help me to bring Sister Mercy? She's requesting for the mic. Bring her in. University, my brother. This question, this topic you put up here, you said a country or a people. I want to ask, in what aspect, you know, are you trying to say there was a country or there was a people? So I would like to understand exactly what you mean there, a country or a people. So before I will deal with that topic. But first of all, there shall be no peace for the wicked. That is the word of God. There shall be no peace for the wicked. You think that all this why, even with the assistance of the British, the so-called British entity, we are not passing the blame on all the British citizens, because there are this set of governments in the British today who are complicit with exactly what is going on in Nigeria. You have the infantry to visit Umuahia. Hey, it seems like you people have forgotten history. It seems like you people have forgotten really who we are. British, I thought you know us more than we know ourselves. Hey God. Britain, I thought you know us more than we even know ourselves, because you hide history away from us. You brought us under the so-called company called Nigeria, and you think that we are fools. You allow Nigeria to give us 20 pounds after the genocide you committed against Biafra. But here we are all over the world. You try to enslave us in our own land and enslave us even outside our own land. A whole kings and queens. We are Biafrans. And you think that with all this atrocity, you don't know that God has given you the time, given you the long term to retrace your step and to apologize to what you have done to the children of God. Then you ignore it. Then somebody like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, first of all, our leader, Odumegwu Ojukwu, came up. You colluded because of your selfish interest. The only thing that Mazi, yes, go ahead, sir.
University, please look for if Mouthpiece says she's requesting for this thing, and I can't see her here. So look from your side if there's request so that you can bring her in as well and others. Thank you. Sorry for cutting you short. Much. Go ahead, my brother.
Thank you very much. Odumegwu Ojukwu, our internal leader, emerged just for freedom. He never asked for war. He never asked for anything but freedom because of the evil atrocities being committed by this same entity, this same criminals, this same jihadists, this same Islamic State that you have brought into our land by force. You gave them gun to come to our land to subdue us and to be killing us. Ojukwu rose up and said, no, this must not continue. What do? You went ahead again. You collude because of your selfish interest. America, all of you, all those government that was in charge then during 1967 to 1970, you colluded because of selfish interest. Because you never knew that we, the Biafran people, you forgot, you ignore our capability. You ignore our capacity. You ignore that we are the children of Chukwu Okike Abiama. You ignore all those things. Let's assume that during the times of Ojukwu, you didn't really know who the Biafran people really are then. God raised up another person called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a legal British citizen who has paying his tax, everything, has not committed any crime, even in anywhere in this world. A British citizen was cheaply kidnapped in Kenya for good 3 years, and you dare step your filthy legs. You dare step your filthy legs in our soil without even ignoring the fact. Number one, he is a British citizen. He is holding a British passport when he was kidnapped. For that reason, you ignore that fact, and you keep running around. You keep dancing around. You keep dancing around. You keep ignoring it. You keep ignoring it. I don't know. I don't know. See, let me just tell you people something, because there is a way God used to do something. I am telling you, there is nothing impossible. You can service your flight from nothing, from even 1 minute before you jump in. I am telling you, the day that Chukwuka Abiyama will remember you, you will not even fly 1 minute. You will crash and you will be destroyed. You will be destroyed. Because see, you have not only just kidnapped our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you try to kidnap over 120 million of Biafrans. That is what you people are very, very mad. You think that it is just Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that you are there, that is there? You people are very, very crazy. You are mad. You are just beginning. You think that it is just Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that you are holding there. You are holding over more than 120 million. And all of us, we are mad. We are very, 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 very mad for our freedom. I am telling you. And now you are thinking that holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu up to this hour, because it seems like you don't understand. Because I now understand that the only thing that you people think, you very stupid people, you people are holding is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You want to use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to negotiate Biafra with me? You want to use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to negotiate Biafra with our Prime Minister? You want to use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to negotiate Biafra with over 120? Look, let me tell you, it is just one person you are holding. We love him so much, we cherish him so much. If mosquito bite him, we go ask. You see, even both the ones we be say, even both the ones we be saying, I don't feel come, both the ones that people have done in the years. You see, because of this one, hey, we will remember all. Our leader has said it, our Prime Minister has said it. We are just waiting for 2nd of December. You will see how ruthlessly we are going to defend our land. We will take, I swear with my life, we will make sure that we push Nigeria, and we will tell them, anybody that stands on our way, even if you are my brother, even if you are my sister, even if you are my mother, if you try it, you will understand the kind of fire that is coming out from our propeller. It is even more than the one that is. It is even more than the one that can take rockets to the moon. It is the fire that is. If you come close, it will burn you. We are not joking. If our Prime Minister is talking, try to read his mind. Don't look at his face. There are deadly people that are more dangerous than even what you think. For our freedom, I will not say anything much. I will not talk too much. You see, because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the only promise I am promising the Nigerian state and the British government, because anytime Biafra will be declared, it depends on the ties, on the agreement our government might reach, because definitely the consent of the people must be seek first before any other thing. The evil that people have committed, we can never forget it. Because if you have the mind to step your leg on our soil, ignoring that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, no, why are you still holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Do you think that if you release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, that Biafra will not come? Or do you think that if you still hold him, do you think that Biafra will not come? Then you are joking. You have to think twice. All this United States of America, since you people have refusing to put to say something, to sanction this entity called Zoo terrorist state that is killing their people, kidnappers, if not for nothing, even for the case of what, this is how corrupt people are, corrupt, evil, and you expect us to respect all these entities, evil. Somebody like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and over more than 80 million of us have been have been here saying it, even on media everywhere. You order ultimatum of 6 months. 6 months past, you did not do anything, and you expect somebody like us to listen to you. Do you know how dear that man is to us? You people have been doing all these things for us to just conclude that maybe somehow to deceive the gullible ones, for us to forget him. You are mad. You don't know who is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you people know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you will know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is more popular than Joe Biden. If you people know who is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you will know that that man is more powerful than any other personality that you can think in your life. That is how dear he is to us. And if anything happened to him for the past 3 years, we are just ignoring because we have a goal, we have a target, and you can see the results today. You can no longer ignore it. Now you are talking about Biafra. Now now the other day you are negotiating the release of Mazi. You are mad. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never be negotiated. You must release him, or you take him back to Finland, or you take him back to Kenya where you kidnapped him from. That is the case. We don't have anything to we are not negotiating anything with you. We are not negotiating anything with any terrorists because we are not terrorists. We have a government and we are the people. In this government, we are the people, and in this government, we have a country. The United States of Biafra has come to stay, and nothing is going to stop it. I will yield my mic for here. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So, David, can you guys go ahead a bit, please? Marcus, you're welcome.
Yes, thank you very much, Mazi David. Okay, go ahead, sir. You are there. So let's see if we can roll the mic and allow Mercy to go ahead with her line of thought before she loses it. Thank you. Mazi David, if you are saying something, we cannot hear you anymore because it seems like they are really holding you strong. But anyway, let's just give the mic to Sister Mercy 334. Go ahead, Sister Mercy. David, please, let's see how you'll be able to fix your mic. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother. So, good afternoon, everybody. I stand on the existing protocols. Good afternoon from my side. I don't have much to say, just to ask question. And what we are saying, sorry, I'm outside. What is the why my mind is anyway? On the topic, yeah. On the topic, what I wanted to ask about the people. Did any of us or any of you have any idea what is going on in our land? These British people, is it British or Nigerian government is recruiting our people for British army training. I saw it from Okurora. Then that guy that used to do something in from Enugu. Are we aware of it? That's all I wanted to ask. Because they are recruiting our boys for British army training. Does anybody know about it? Please.
Yes. Yes, but I don't.
Are you serious? Go ahead, please.
Yeah, it's happening. It's happening. Iprora is even the one advertising it, calling on the people to go for it. So I'm surprised nobody have talked about it.
You know that war is coming to their place, and they need
Hello?
enough resources.
Am I being heard?
Yes, Mercy, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, university is speaking. University was trying to tell you
I'm
the
not
reason
here.
why.
Okay, I'm not here. I'm not hearing the university.
Okay, please, Sister Mercy, what will happen now is that he will go down and come back so you'll be able to hear him, okay? Because now it seems like they're attacking you too. So go out and try to request. Okay, very good. Go ahead, university.
Yeah, you know that war is coming to their place. I wish Mercy is here to hear this. These Islamists that they are becoming bloody in the UK in some areas. So they need all these slaves in their territory. See, they still hold that their territory very valid, that their empire. Imagine somebody else is seeing your land as his own empire from how many miles away. So they want people within that union, within the Commonwealth union, the citizens of this Commonwealth to be recruited from the age of 18 years to 36 years old to be recruited. But before their own war starts, they need some resources to be able to power some of their not abandoned. Should I say reserve nuclear plants and all that? They need to activate their weapon industry and so forth. So they need more resources. They need platinum. They need bitumen. They need lithium to power their this thing and to create energy for this thing. They need what you call it. They need uranium from Okoloba and Ewu and what do they call them? Let me just say from the old Delta and the
University.
so they need to fight Biafrans. You can see that within this period before this came out, their low commissioner went to the east to observe the Biafran wall museum and equipment. So there is something that is going on. I don't want to try to see this in one perspective. Somebody is telling me it's because they need people to fight against, not just against the Islamists in the UK, but also against Russia and all that. So they need these people from this Commonwealth to go ahead, David. Sorry, David.
If Mazi David is not there, let's hear from PC AZ1. Let's hear from you, please.
No, wait. Let's settle David problem.
Yes,
David.
yes, Sister Mercy.
David.
According to your question, okay, Mazi David, are you there? Okay, go ahead, please.
Go ahead now. So let me take him up and bring him out. Bring him in.
All right. PC AZ1. You see, Sister Mercy, I also heard about that. Please also try to see if you can also bring Sister Mercy up. Okay, or maybe she just ask her question and that's it. Okay, no problem. Mouthpiece of the gods, you are here. Good morning. Good morning. You are here. So this university, you say these people now they are recruiting. So they are recruiting our brothers and our sisters to come and that we help them to participate in their own mess that they created by themselves. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, the
okay.
British.
Okay. No, I don't want you to. No, university. I don't want you to just explain more. I just want you to answer me yes or no. So, that is what they mean now, because I've seen that article before. Now I want to ask a question. The war that is in our own land, the war that the British himself has brought to us, has it been solved? Have we gotten enough men? Although we know we have enough men. But let me just put it that way. The war that is in our own backyard, has it been settled?
But they don't want you to be able to fight now. They need those men to fight. You are slave now. For them now, they need to take you.
I want the British to understand that we are no longer slaves.
Empire now. You are living in their empire. So
no.
To them, to their own law, let me tell you, you are just a business. In their own system, you are just one of their stock exchange. So they own you. To them, you are their own. So anytime they need you, they will set up the organization, set up the people in charge, and those officials will come, and you will even use your leg. They don't, like before, they have to come by themselves with gun or give gun to your brother to face you, just as your governors and your leaders are facing you with gun today. But as a general, as an individual, when they need it, they will set up the organization in their country, create the platform, open the website, and then you will use your leg to go and apply. They will take you out of the country. They believe that you are wretched, you don't want nothing, so they need you. Probably
University, what's up?
Of the UK and so forth.
University.
Oh man, we are making submission. A very important one. Hold on first. You will come in. Go ahead, university.
Yeah, so they need to take Nigerians, the so-called those who still believe in that enslavement, will be the one to use their leg to go and apply. When they started this visa something, Have you seen any African given ordinary asylum, let alone this? Most of the Africans who got asylum got it through women, or maybe after many, many years that they think that you are almost worth nothing. They give you, except
My
when it comes to like
university,
UK.
they
So
don't
they
give
need
Africans asylum. They don't give
no,
Africans as the people that they give,
no.
is this Arab people. Listen now,
Yes, now
because me, I'm here.
it's for the Arab. Okay, that is too far.
Only
That is too
that,
far. So let us
yes.
talk about the war system now, the attack and the terrorism and the criminality and the corruption and the kidnapping that is going on all around the world. When the terrorism was carried out against Israel, America responded, regardless of that they are fighting in Ukraine. When Russia entered Ukraine to say that Ukraine is killing one part of Ukraine, and Ukraine refused to stop killing those people, and those people from that region, some of them, at least over 1 million of them, want freedom. Russia said it's not going to allow that million to die. They will stay there if they want to become Russia. After all, they were one family before then. He has to take them. In order to do this, to stop Ukraine, you have to carry out a military action in Ukraine. Europe responded because they have always been enemy to Russia. America responded because the Soviet Union want to expand its own territory, just as the UK did. After they did it, they collided with the Soviet Union, and then, they were stopped. The same thing that they changed, they stopped their advancement of their empire. They formulate, because the North Atlantic Treaty has been formulated. When they leave European Union, did you see they leave the North Atlantic Treaty, this thing, organization? They didn't. So the same way with the UK, still believe that he owns all his empire and all the people that he organized together to form Commonwealth, that he has used their Commonwealth to build the UK. They are still their slave. You can see the 10th up that is uploading and that is happening right now in Nigeria is at the decision that the UK government and those who are the colonial, they are interested in Nigeria, who are siphoning those companies, are making. The company that owns Nigeria have never left their company. They still make decisions. They tell Obasanjo to go there and tell them that you use their people to kill them. Which day did Obasanjo say that he used Igbo to kill Igbo people? How does using Igbo to kill Igbo make Nigeria one? Does it? You angered people. You believe that, okay, because these British people are backing you, you are Alpha and Omega, and you have guns, and you can kill people. This is the same thing. Nigerians are going to be the one applying for this thing, regardless of the fact that even we running away is making our environment to be defenseless. People are still going to come out to even do campaign for this military training that UK wants to offer them, my brother, because they are just
University. If any, we are now a different country already, as we all know. We are Biafrans, you understand? And any true Biafrans, really. You see, let me tell you something, my brothers. You see this Biafra that we are fighting for,
No, so where is everybody living?
I don't know. And you have to check your connections, or I don't really know. I really don't know why. Mouthpiece, please, we welcome you, Mouthpiece, okay? So that at least we should allow those that are coming up here to speak, please. Mouthpiece of the gods, please unmute your mic and say something before something trigger again.
Thank you. You know, they be kicking me out. So, and when I say somebody's attacking me, you people will say, give us evidence. But me, I know the fight I'm fighting. So if I'm fighting the person, just keep your mouth, zip it, because me, I know. All right. So because the person is a coward that is not a man, a chicken. The person is a chicken. And I'm the person's nightmare. Anyways, I want to greet you people. I love you all. I'm busy right now because when I wanted to speak, I couldn't get them. So give to somebody, I'll come back. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mouthpiece of the Gods, because we just noticed that so many of our listeners and those on the mic are just, dropping. So, and I believe that University in Kende Biafra will be able to, do something and probably try as much as possible, because we need as much of our people up here to keep this space running and going. So I was saying something before, or University, you have something to say. I was saying something before that, you know, this okay, the reason why they established that Commonwealth is because of a time like this, so that where they will be coming to their slave camp to, you know, and you know, like you just said it now, like before in those days, what they do come with guns, and but this time around they have already organized the modern slavery pattern, so they just put it on the internet, and you know, the slave children will definitely, even in most cases, I even believe that their father, their parents, like I believe, listen to me, University, you know, like example, this is the reason why I'm saying this thing, no, because tomorrow now somebody will come and defend one person that say he did not know, he don't know. I don't like this kind of thing. This is what we are talking about, because now you will still see that a whole Biafra now, or maybe you will leave your own country, then you will see fire and you will say you want to go and join fire. People that kidnap your own brother, that are people that kidnap your own brother, that they have refused to talk. You know, won't think twice. Say, this thing, you see some of all these people that call, you see, we are Biafrans. We are Biafrans. See, since I realized what our leader, Martin Nnamdi Kanu, stands for, the day I realized, the day I realized the reason why Mazi Samuel Epa, a whole prime minister, a lawyer.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mazi.
Yeah, we can hear you, Mazi.
Sorry, no,
can you hear
sorry,
me?
no.
So,
Yes, we can hear you, Doc.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Sorry, no.
yeah, if you can hear
No, so
me.
can you hear me?
What is going on?
If you can hear
that Mazi David?
me,
I can hear you. Your
Yes,
mic
we
is
can hear
breaking.
you, sir.
if you can hear me. Okay, I want you to know that the space is somehow under.
Are you hearing me? Did you hear Mouthpiece? Okay, Mouthpiece.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
No, so just
Please, I just
let him
want.
go on, please.
Okay.
Yeah, hold. Just 1 minute, please. Amuche said he's been requesting for Mike. Please, can you find him, please? Thank you.
I can't even find him. I don't
Yes,
know.
that's what
Even
I want to
people
say.
on the mic, something happened.
It's not intentional. They are taking the space. You know how many times they have removed me. I come back. I'm going. Even when you give me mic, I can't hear nothing. So people, Amuche is complaining. He's been requesting for mic, and those who are on the mic are being down. Where is Brian? Brian is no longer here. Maybe he's not accessing the space again. So just have that at the back of your mind. But we'll continue to do what we do. Yeah.
Oh,
so go ahead.
I don't understand what is going on. Onyenkem Dodo, how many accounts yaki wants in Wakiken?
Mama? Oh, I'm here can't to me. Oh, boru kwa no self.
Me boss so yaki won yesterday give office space. So what we'll be doing is that anytime we're on the space like this, please, we should try, and when you hear our voice, we try as much as possible to follow each other. Those of us that are consistent here, so that anybody can just open the space. Even anybody can open this space, and we'll come there and co-host and take over the space. It doesn't really matter who is hosting the space, because since that is the reason why I changed my name. Sometimes I change my Gmail, I change everything just to make sure that I'm here. You see, Mazi David Nana Bikokwa, I will not afford to lose you on this platform. Okay, so whatever it is, be strong. Okay, Mouthpiece, please, Mazi David. I don't know if you are to go, or let Mouthpiece just make a submission. I don't know if she's at work or so. Yeah.
Yeah, Mouthpiece, if you are free, you can make your submission, man.
All right, Mouthpiece, because are you there now?
Sorry, no, I'm busy now. I'll speak later, please. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Mazi David Nana, go ahead and let's see. And please, those of you that are on this listening session, just try to request for the mic again. We have been attacked. They have been attacking this space. So just know that whenever you request for the mic and you've been dropped at, it is not our fault. Just try as much as possible to request back again for the mic, and it will be given to you. This is our own space. Thank you very much. Go ahead, Mazi David.
Thank you so much, Nonso. And I want every Biafran to know and understand that Mazin Nandekano say we cannot give up. Nobody can be able to stop this movement. And I want to as well inform you that nobody can stop our freedom, irrespective of the fact that we are on a Elon Musk space. We will continue to preach our message. It doesn't matter how many people, it doesn't matter who has been paid to come and polarize our space or try to remove people or discourage you from coming back or discourage you from the mic. It doesn't matter. We have crossed the Rubicon, a point of no return. We are focusing on our freedom. Our freedom is something that is not negotiable with anybody, okay? No matter how they try, they can try as much as possible to discourage us. It depends on you. Are you going to give up? Will you be like the defunct DOS that when Mazin Nandekano was kidnapped, all of them sold to your tent, O Israel? All of them took money and allowed their leader to be in detention. They allowed their leader to be rubbished by the Nigerian state. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra was kidnapped, and IPOB who are in Kenya never raised alarm. Doesn't that interest you? Mazin Nandekano, when he went to Kenya, IPOB that are in Kenya received him. They know that our leader is in Kenya. At least the top ranking of IPOB in Kenya, they are aware that Mazin Nandekano was in Kenya. But while he was kidnapped, what did they do? Up to today that I'm talking to you, no member of the IPOB in Kenya were able to give us information on what happened to our leader, because all of them were bought over. All of them gave up the freedom of their people. So what am I saying? If you are on space and they attack you, try as much as possible, in as long as you have something to say. They don't want you to say it, or they don't want you to hear what we are saying. Try as much as possible to come back. Eventually, you will have an opportunity of saying your mind, because what we are now, we are focusing on our freedom. Okay, we have passed a stage whereby, oh, you see why they were killing IPOB members, why they proscribed indigenous people of Biafra. They wanted other people to be aware that if you are an IPOB member or if you fight for your freedom, that you are a terrorist. They just want to discourage people from fighting for their freedom. But when they saw that we, the Biafran people, that Anya Oregon Tutuani, we have swallowed our hair. We swallowed it for freedom. When they now discover that, they have nowhere to run again. They can kill, like our leader said, they will kill us. We are going to kill them. But this time around, we are decimating them because they have killed us enough. So we are not going to give in to their propaganda. We are not going to give in to their antics. It is not possible. If you are a Biafran, you must have heard, you must have known what Biafra is all about. Biafra means freedom to you. Biafra means freedom to your generation. Biafra means industrialization. Biafra means development of Biafra land. Biafra means that our elderly can be taken care of by our government. Biafra means that even when you are not working, the government can subsidize. The government can give you some token for you to take care of yourself. Even when you did not go to school. Biafra means that everything that you have been able to bring to the government of Biafra will recognize it. So that is why we must do everything within our power to make sure that we help the government, to make sure we assist our prime minister for this Biafra to be restored. It is only the emergence of Biafra that can dignify you as a human being. Anywhere you are all around the world, you have not attained your best. And you cannot attain your best if you are not in the United States of Biafra. Look at what our Philip Emeagwene, where is Philip Emeagwene today? This is the man who discovered what the world is using today. But because he's a black man, because he's a Biafran, he can never be recognized. He can never go to that peak of his career. But other people like Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Zuckerberg, and all the rest of them are using the exploit of Mazi Philip Emeagwuna to make a lot of money and name for themselves. That is the reason why, if there is a free Biafran nation, Philip Emeagwuna must be at the top of his game, and the whole world will be able to recognize him for who he is. But because he's not in Biafra, there is no Biafra yet. They are climbing on his works to make money and make fame for themselves. And this is the reason why every one of you, if you are a doctor in America, if you are a nurse in America, if you are an engineer in America, all your exploits are not visible because the whole world is covering it. They are trying to put you like you are a light, but they are using something to cover it, to shade it so that your light will not shine to the world. That is what they are done. Our doctors and nurses are doing a lot of work, a lot of brain surgery, a lot of separation of twins, a lot of operations that ordinarily white people cannot do it, but they are not brought into the front burner because you are a black, because you are a Biafran. And this is why we want a Biafran nation where you can attain your potential. Your God-given strength can only blossom and flourish in a united Biafran state. And that is why we are fighting for our freedom. We have suffered enough in this contraption, and therefore our children will not be passed this suffering. We cannot pass it to them. That is why we must speak with one voice. We must support our prime minister. We must support our government to make sure that Biafra is restored so that your light can shine for the world to see. Thank you so much, Nonso. You have the mic now.
Yes, thank you very much, Mazi David. So I just also want to use this opportunity to remind our people that we have been rejected in the so-called Nigeria, and we are not regretting it. Just we are only asking for our freedom, and they brought guns to subjugate us. And even abroad that we are today, remember that they came to our land, they took our resources, they enable the enablers, they select their stooges, and you know, somehow give them peanuts out of what they took from their own land to subjugate their own people, and they have been succeeding all this while. And today, even when the hardship became tougher, then we even tried to say, okay, let us try to see if we can sojourn maybe outside, you know, the contraption called zoo, you know. And what do we get? You know, they decide to subjugate us even back home in our own land, and even subjugate us even outside in wherever we go, because we are the best. So what they do is that they consider you, the only thing they consider you by giving you this passport. And we must talk about it. So I want us to understand one thing, especially Biafrans. They consider you by giving. Do you know that? To my greatest surprise, when I was once a refugee in Europe here, do you know that in the camp where I was sojourning then, a lot of these Arab people will just come. No. Before you will know it, under 1 week or 2 weeks, you know what will happen? They will just separate them. Before you know it, you will not. The next thing, what you will hear, that they have given them house, they have given them document, they have given them this. Even they will even force them to be working. You know, they will give them job, even force, because these people cannot do anything. They don't know anything. They will just force them into the system. I don't know why. You know, I noticed this thing for a very long time. For a very, very long time, I've been noticing it, but never knew that these people has an agenda. They subjugate us. They managed to give us this passport, and many of us now that are doctors, that are doing well, that have been living there. You will see them now. Some of them are not even ashamed. They will say that they have lived in America for 20 years, 60 years, even getting to 20 years, or all those kind of things. You know, it's supposed to be something of a shame to you, and you find yourself like you in a very, very good position. Like maybe you think that you are in a very good position, you are a doctor or whatever, you think that you are there, and they are giving you peanut because they give you house, they give you passport, and you think that you have same right. Look, let me tell you, there is nothing like your own. if you have never been a citizen of anywhere, that passport you are holding is not even your own. It is not your own country. You are just giving that passport like just because maybe by opportunity. You know, maybe they just consider you by giving you that passport, and they can take it away from you at any time. So this is the reason why you see people like somebody like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have seen it all. We should take example. Look at Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Look at where he came from. Look at his background. Look at everything about him. And ask yourself a question: why is it that after everything there is nothing he lacks? What kind of life do you think, even you that is claiming, what kind of life have you experienced that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not have the opportunity, or our prime minister does not have the opportunity to experience? But because they have realized something, there is something more precious than all these things that you think that this your colonial or your slave masters has encloned you with all these years. And still yet, you see the types of Ike Ekweremadu. Today, where is he? He is in the UK languishing, you know, for the crime and atrocity he committed. These are the kind of things that you get from this. Where is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today? Even with his British passport, where is he today? He was kidnapped from Kenya for the past 3 years, and yet you see them now today. The problem that they have created for themselves now is now popping out. They are now looking for their slaves that they are going to use to wipe out their own mess that they have committed. But you know what? Africans have risen. It is not just Biafra. It is not just all about Biafra. But you know what? Africa has risen. So I don't know for how long you will continue to train these people and continue to prepare them. But let me tell you, remember that whatever that you sow, you will reap. The food that you cook in Biafra land since 1967, it is now getting ready. And these people, only Biafra that you take today, Biafra is a Biafra. You take today, you are training them, train them very well. You train them, empower them very well. That is why we are all over the world, you know. But remember, when the call will come, we will all come back to defend our mother's land. It is Biafra or nothing. Thank you very much, Mazi University. Let them continue joking. So Mazi University or Mazi David Nana, if you are there, if you have anything to say before we go straight to Mazi Rage and Fury, then we give the mic to Mazi Jonathan. They have been here, so let's keep the mic rolling before they kick them off the speaker. Are you there, Mazi David, or University, or should I go?
Give them.
Okay. Rage and Fury is from the homeland. Mazi Jonathan, please pardon me. I don't know if you're also from the homeland. Rage and Fury, you can unmute your mic now and go ahead with your submission. Thank you.
I'm from the homeland.
Mazi Jonathan, Rage.
All right.
Rage.
Yeah.
Because Rage. This one I see from homeland. What we give Jonathan, we will come back to you. You know, saying our own. Mazi Jonathan, unmute your mic immediately and go ahead. Thank you.
Greetings. Oh, yes. I'm glad today the opportunity has been given to me to speak. See, this struggle is unwarranted. It's of labor. We are in Holland here. We are trying our best to assist you people over there, and you people are trying most. My most concern is that here at Holland now, we are being called by many groups. They say formally before our Oga was kidnapped, we have many leaders from this unit, this and that. But since then, we joined autopilot. Yes, we joined mass because our Oga ordered us that we must go and listen to him, and we have been doing that. Since the vote started, we have voted. A lot of people still want to vote, but now we don't know how to vote for them. Some that have not voted. Now we want to ask that the voting material, even if we print it out and vote, how will it count? 1, 2. The last time our PM had a meeting with the Biafrans in the north, I made the donation. I made a call. I told to our PM. I made the donation of 5,000 EJMA. But I want to know I submit the fund. We don't know how our mission can reach the appropriate place. And a lot of brothers here still want to donate. We want to help as little as we can. We want to be helping financially or anyhow we can help to make sure that we got what we want. That's another thing again. And thirdly, it's not easy. You see, many times I've done this space.
they find it difficult to give me like see I don't bother, but I know if I didn't speak, I listen. If I didn't get anything from speaking, I get something from listening. Yes, it also means a lot to me. So it does a lot. A lot of our people here have it. I've joined this handle and I've told them how things is going. They are happy. You know, they drive from listening to this space, and they're happy. Many of them do come to me say, that is very, very good. Now they can hear from, you know, they only a lot of people gather, they listen to the call, that they'll be happy. So this is what we want. Whenever we join space, people should give us chance. We are Holland, and you know, it's not easy here. Maybe small thing, and we are happy. People are trying. So one, that how can we make any payment in case of anything? Because we want to be supporting. That's after that idea that I met last time ago. I don't know how to do it. I've even sent messages to our Minister of Information, direct to his handle. But how can I do this? How can I submit the payment? And other people that still want to make VAR, because they want to help. We are eating here now. We won't allow you people over there to be doing all the other things. I think we are eating here. We can eat half and donate half to make sure that our freedom comes. Because nothing is more than freedom. Please, let me just stop from here now. Thank you very much. I use my mic.
Thank you very much. You know, so before you continue, you know, you just said it all. If two hands watch each other, the hands go clean well. But if we leave work for only some group of people, the work will kill them. So for us to continue as a collective, we need to continue to do whatever we can in our own way to support each other. This way, when we say have each other's back, we are not saying have each other's back in the farm or have each other's back because we are on space. We are saying have each other's back by supporting the donation that is going on. I donate 50 euro, you bring 50 euro. We already have 100 euro at hand. What if 1 million people donate 50 euro? Or 1 million people donate 10 euro? See, we already almost have 10 million euros at hand. Or 1 million euro at hand. You understand? So that is how we support each other. That's how we carry each other along. With this, our brothers in the homeland, we have equipment to be able to do their own duty. Everybody have a part to play in this job, like you said, Jonathan. So that's what I wanted to say to what you're saying. Thanks so much. Go ahead, Nonso.
All right, thank you very much. You know, the only thing is that until the day we unveil our armor tank or one of our fighter jets, then we know that we are serious. Mazi Region Philly, I'll meet your mic and go ahead.
Okay. All right, my brother. Thank you very much. I hope I'm coming out. Am I coming out? Can I be heard? All right. Thank you very much. Greetings to you, great Biafrans all over the world. Special thank you to you, great comrades, for the great work, for the effort, for the dedication and the commitment put in to get our freedom. May God reward us all with freedom. May God reward us all with Biafra. In Yeshua's name. I want to especially greet my Prime Minister, the People's Prime Minister, His Excellency, the Honorable Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, for the Biafran people. So much love for him. Like I've always said, for how close he has brought us to our freedom and how far he has brought us from our slavery. We greet you special, sir. Oga Noga Lowe, thank you very much. And our leader who opened our eyes, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is leading from the front line today. It's a result of the fact that he was kidnapped by Nigeria from Kenya, extraordinarily renditioned to Nigeria. They broke all international laws, and up to date, nobody spoke. UN gave their 6-month ultimatum, which long expired over a year ago. UN keeps silence because money has changed hand, you know. And today is in DSS dungeon After he was brought to Nigeria, even the courts in Nigeria also said this man should be let go, this man should be set free and be compensated. But Nigeria, be who they are, they refused to release him. And today he's languishing in DSS dungeon, where he is taking the pain for you and me as Biafrans and leading from the front. Special greetings to you, our leader. May the presence of the God of Biafra always be with you day and night. That is our prayer. And to the People's Army, the Biafra Defense Force, which comprises the Biafra Liberation Army, the Biafra Resistance Fighter, Biafra Navy Air Force, and every armed group that is defending the children, the women, the youth, and the elderly people of Biafra, also defending the land of Biafra. Special greetings to you. May our God give you victories over the enemies at every battle you engage them in Jesus' name. Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak, my dear brother, University. Thank you, my dear brother, Nonso, for the fire. I believe with this kind of Nigeria is in for trouble, because Nigeria is in for a very big trouble. You know, a few years ago, a Biafran by chance found himself into Asarok as the president of the contraption they call Nigeria. By providence, he became the president in the person of Goodluck Jonathan. And the North gang up, they gang up and brought Boko Haram to frustrate his government, to frustrate his regime until he was pushed out. That was the only regime as ever, his regime and the regime of Maro Yaradua, yes. Even I still enjoy Maro Yaradua regime a little bit. That very regime, things were very, very okay. Man, life was good. And we thought that there was going to be hope again. We thought that everything was going to be fine again. Unfortunately, the cabals and the aliens, the foreigners, they gang up and they brought in Boko Haram to chase him. And today, that very Boko Haram, the terrorists they created, are the very ones that are decimating them, killing them left, right, center, destroying them. So my simple message to Britain is that Britain has been sponsoring terrorism to conquer people's land. They take over people's land with terrorism. The same terrorists that Britain has sponsored, that Britain has bred, that Britain has raised, this same terrorist would be the same that will destroy Britain. And it is happening before our eyes today. It is only a very greedy and a very stupid and a very, I don't know, gullible Biafran that will go and register in anything called Britain Army. You understand? It is only such that we go and enlist in such army. When we have work to do here to defend our land, and the colonial master is telling you that you should go and defend this palace, and you leave your one room to be taken over by the terrorists they created, the terrorists they sponsor. It's only very stupid, and it's such person, if Biafra is such person, they should carry stone and stone him. They should carry anything, chase him away.
Rich, can you hear me? This is the narrative.
I can hear you.
Yeah, this is the narrative that they have been creating all these years, even when they kidnap our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They don't want, they are pretending as if they didn't know that there is war in Biafra land. You understand the point? That is why when they kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they have refused to utter or make any statement, even say anything, even if you go.
Instead of making this statement, they want to extract the citizens, they want to extract the men so that they will not, they will not be able to fight.
Yes, they want us to.
They also, so you remember that they bring this visa issue.
Yes, now
they wanted to bring visa.
University, thank you very much. They want us to be thinking. They want us to be relaxed. They want us to think as if nothing is happening. They want us to to feel like as if maybe something is in control. They are just doing everything possible to, you know, to take our mind away from the kidnapper from our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Kaduna State, and see how they will wipe those people places out. But inside Nigeria, it looks like nothing is happening. You understand? They pretend like nothing is happening.
They think say they wise. They be mumu. They are a mumu man.
They be mumu man. They be mumu man. See, now this thing I be waiting they do since that make them no great. They just want kolobi. You see this British government, they are very, very wicked and stubborn. You see that cartoon like if you now look that woman, and I will know see that woman a very wicked woman. If you look calm, you know, you see her hair no even this straight, you know, it be like it is not that woman resemble Fulani. If she resemble Fulani bleed, I'm telling you before God and man.
Like somebody they want to use to do sacrifice to the gods.
Exactly, she resembles sacrifice with the ball. A ball. Beneath people say a ball. Now you be. So they just ignore these things for years. No. People like us, and they know say we they very, very intelligent, rich. They see the kind of gift where God they bless on her. Now, only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu I will save on her from all this nonsense. If on not release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this problem one it will increase. Go ahead, sir. Mazi Brian, go ahead before you invest.
Okay. Let me yield. Let me just Let me just try to round off quickly. Shout out to our brother, Burna Boy. They call him the African giant. I was thinking that the African giant would be so scared for a lifetime that he will not even talk about the truth. Burna Boy, we love you, you understand? And to as many like Burna Boy, don't be scared. You have a government that is fighting for you. Have a Biafran government that is fighting for us today. Come out, like I've always said that God gave you the platform so that you can speak for the freedom of your people. God did not just take you there for taking you there sake. There is a reason why God put you where he put you today, so that you can be a voice for somebody like me who nobody knows, so that you can speak for my freedom. So big up to you. Like he rightly said that the only people that are benefiting from the space they call Nigeria today are the sellers and the buyers. You understand? So the indigenous people that occupy the space, they become collateral damage. This is why they can be raped. Nobody talks anything. A lot of them can be killed. Nobody says anything. They can be hungry to death. Nobody says anything. It's simply because they are collateral damage. And to as many celebrities that thought that, okay, they wanted to make Nigeria a better place. You have seen it. As many times as you try, you can see how they unleashed the Nigeria so-called military or police to kill the indigenous people. You know, there is no road here. It is wise for us to join hands together. Let's join forces together and get our freedom. Let me tell you one thing. There are two choices placed before us: life or death, freedom or slavery, light or darkness. Biafra is light. It is life. Biafra is freedom. Let us choose freedom and let us be free. And as many, like the Prime Minister said, that he will hand over freedom to his next generation. We must also know that there are other group of people, the old frustrated thieves, criminals, corrupt criminals, that have also vowed that no matter what it takes, they will hand over slavery to their next generation. They would rather even sell the next generation so that there won't be anything like the next generation. But our Prime Minister Simon Eber said he will hand over freedom to the next generation. No matter what it will cost him, even if it will cost him his life, that he will hand over freedom to his next generation. As many that want to throw this life, celebrities or whatever, I want you to know that the God of our land is with you. The gods of our lands are with you. The people of our lands are with you. The land itself, the land of Biafra itself, is with you. So be bold, be courageous, and speak your truth to power. Thank you very much. My name is Regent Fury. I'm a proud Isoko-speaking Biafran. I am proud of my nation, Biafra. I am proud of my army, BDF, BLA, BROF, so on and so forth. I am proud of my Prime Minister, His Excellency Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. God bless you all. Thank you for the opportunity to speak. I yield here.
All right, thank you very much. Without wasting much of your time, Mr. Mazi Brian, please, Brian Williams, you can unmute your mic. Thank you very much for that submission. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, University in Biafra. The host, David Inam, also. Thank you, Rage. Thank you for your wonderful summation. Thank you, Sister Stella. I can see you here. The mouthpiece of the gods. Every other person for protocol duly observed. I want to rush because I'm on emotion. This topic I'm looking at, I will be taking it one by one. A country or a people. Collateral damage. Good. For the, we all know how the zoo was formed. So that is not a country. Because what is a country? What makes a country is they are collective people that has the same culture and ideas, have the same purpose, the same goal and vision. The same people that has something in common. Whereas the Biafra land and its people has nothing in common with this so-called zoo. We weren't there when it was created. They just formed it, like we all know, Royal Niger Company. That is a story for different thing. And that is why these damages, we keep on coming and coming and coming, because these things are in-house. It is internal. Collateral damage in the sense that the definition or whatever is the sense that it is an injury or death caused in the course of fight, war, or could be a fight of war, which happens as well to non-military. And who are the non-military? The citizens of Biafra, they all killed that are non-military. These are the injuries. And you know, this war is not far from your home. You know, so there is no peace, nothing that will make your heart change, even in 500 generations to come. That pain is there, the story is there. If it is to be, let's say, a fight of Biafra with South Africa, whatever the injury of war can be forgotten because the distance is very far. But these ones are the people that are very close to you. You see them every day. And when you see them every day, what does it do? It ignites, it resurrects, it brings out that pain again. It makes it fresh. And especially when you hear them speak, you become more angry and angry and angrier. So there is no way that pain or injury inflicted on our people, especially to non-military people, the children, that can be forgotten as far as the calendar remains, as far as year in, year out remains. And there is the only place, even as we get our Biafra, we will be looking for revenge. This because one, these people are in our nose. So to forgive them, it will be a very serious taboo, felony, and that is this collateral damage it has caused. It has pierced in the heart of every Biafra. It has left this wound that can never be healed. It has left this hole in the heart of every Biafra that can never be healed. And we're not talking about soldiers, we're talking about individuals that this thing has caused. And every now and then we'll keep on passing this message across. If one dies, it passes to another person. If one dies, it passes to another person. That is why Biafra can never be satisfied, filled, until we avenge this. Even when Biafra comes, we avenge this. Because these people gave it out. Then let me go to in a room in a way of collateral. What is a collateral? In financial aspect, It is a security given for repayment of money or loan obtained from someone, or collateral is something something given as a security for a loan or for a repayment of loan given to someone, and in the times which can be forfeited in a default in a period of default. How did this collateral link to Biafra and the link to the zoo and Biafra? Yes, because the Britain had a collateral with the Fulanese and Hausas. They gave them the zoo, and what did they get in return? What did the Britain get in return? The government of the zoo, the natural resources of the zoo, everything that comes from the land of the zoo is in return, is what they gave Britain in return. And where are those things coming from? From our land. So they don't care how it goes and whatever that happens. What they care about is the collateral, financial collateral, and whatever thing they gave them as a security of giving them the country called zoo. They say to you, if I give you this country, first they gave the country a name. Now they say, if I hand you over this country, because when the outside we are crying, they are minority, they want to go, they tell them, don't go, we will give you Nigeria for you to rule. So if we give you this country, these are the things we will be given to us every day. We will control 80% of your natural resources. We will determine who rule, we will determine who goes, and we will determine the region that will be developed and determine region not to be developed. So, and for that, everything that concerns Biafra must not be developed. And that is where that all these things they stated is the collateral they gave them in return for giving them the zoo in their hand for to be ruling. And they have proved severality this very day. And to that, we are saying no. We said we Biafrans shall never be a collateral for the zoo. Biafra shall never be a collateral in that contraction. Because every resources that come from our land and everything that we are and we have leveled for, even till today, your effort, your intellect, your everything about you has been mortgaged and given to the Britain as collateral. For us to destroy that security of repayment of loan or security of repayment of the government of the Nigeria they gave them for ruling, we will destroy it and build our own country, Biafra. And that is where the middle word of this topic calls Biafra mass exodus. We are going home. So we will establish our own. There is no collateral for them to be used again. It will be them and upon them themselves. So if they want to give their children, our unborn children, if they want the British to come down to them and start ruling them, it is on their own issue. It is not our case. So we are destroying this. One, the collateral damage it has come due to the damaging the pains of war is still in our heart. For us to be a bit shield about this is to have our country called Biafra. Even as we have the country called Biafra, I know revenge will still be burning in our heart because the injury is so severe. More than 5 million children were killed and starved. And most of us has uncles and something in it. Unprovoked, people were massacred, butchered. Pregnant women was bisected. So these are the collateral damage, the injury of war they caused us. And our natural resources can never be used again to repay the loan of the British, having them the power, the political power. And we will just destroy all these things by becoming ourselves, because we are not a country. Because we don't have the same cultural orientation and cultural interest or vision. We don't have the same mentality. Neither do we have the same religion. We are far apart from being a country with them. Everything about us is quite different from them. When Biafra come, we look around every 40 state of Biafra. We are similar in all we do. That is how a country looks, because country must be bound by culture. Country must be bound by religion. Country must be bound by tradition. Country must be bound by vision and mission and purposes. And in Biafra, 40 states. We are all bound in oneness on this. Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi Brian Williams. Ego Biafra, please, I send you the mic again. I don't know if you can see the invitation and accept the mic and come back and give your submission. And Mazi Brian Williams, you see, when you were saying something about how the British handed over the so-called zoo terrorist state called Nigeria to the Fulanis, or the so-called Hausa Fulanis of today. It's very, very simple. This was the idea from my own perspective. This was my idea. The idea there was that the reason why they went ahead and rush and amalgamate themselves as Nigeria was that they have discovered, when they discovered that in Biafra land, that we are very, very, very intelligent, we are very, very, very industrious, and we are also blessed with natural resources. Of course, these are the things that they needed most. So what happened is that, you see this Fulani, these Hausa people that they handed over the so-called company to, these natural resources is like, then, if you can remember back then in those days, these people, they are so backward, they are so nomadic, they don't even know how to utilize it, because I wish they know how to utilize those, or I wish they are productive or somehow creative. They wouldn't have even agreed for the British, or even agree with anything like, they would have just even continued their agenda or their jihad, in conclusion that, they will be able to. But, these people, they are not productive. Their own is to consume. So they quickly agreed, so the British should be taking, after all, when the British take those resources, they will define and give them their own share. And after all, they were still in power. So it was a very, very welcome development for them. So that was the reason why they sidelined the other parts of the indigenous people and went ahead and do whatever they are doing. And as long as it's all those why, we the Biafran people, we are good people, we are kind people. We never, considered so many, all those things, not only until it was, getting worse, it was getting worse until the civil war, until what led to the civil war, and all these things. So if we can flash our mind back, we should understand that this so-called Nigeria, that even with us, the Biafrans that are productive, they wouldn't even allow us to even breathe or even exist or even produce or even be productive or to be useful to our own land or to the so-called company called Nigeria. So you can imagine this kind of evil people. So that was why these people has been a very good and willing tools for the British to use, and continuously using them. So, but that is the reason why you see, whenever we, the Biafran people, rise up to say something against whatever they are doing, they want to suppress us, they want to kill us, they want to kidnap us, and this is what they have been doing. Not until the emergence of our leader, Juku, and that led to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and today we have our prime minister. Today, now, we are letting the whole world know, we are letting the British government know that all this secret that they felt that they have kept away for us for decades, for years, because if we haven't had known what we know today, I don't think that we all will be here, gathering here, boldly speaking and, defending our rights. I don't think so. Because our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and our prime minister, with the help of the Biafran government in Ezra and the de facto government and the cabinet, they have opened our eyes. They have exposed us to an extent that now we can stand and we are even ready to die for Biafra. We are ready to die for our freedom. This is where it has gotten us to now. And the earlier they understand this, the better for them. Because if they refuse to listen to us, to release our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, number one, who has done nothing wrong, who has committed no crime. Two, if they refuse to allow we, the Biafrans, to go, and they refuse to withdraw their terrorist army within our territory, it is going to be, I'm not going to use any word, but remember, we don't have Gary. Remember, we don't have prison in our land. So whenever we find any of all these terrorists in our land, we send them to judgment, so that at least they should go and meet Shuko Kiki and tell him what they came to Biafra land to do. How they have been killing innocent women, raping innocent women and children. So that is my own submission there, because I think because these people has not been productive, they has not been useful. You see them borrowing every day. When a Biafra man is trying to invent or trying to produce something, they bring him down, they label him all kind of names, and today here is the result. So, and we don't care, we don't even give a damn about all those there. We a damn about whatever they think or whatever they have done. They have shot themselves on their legs, so they will bear the pains alone. Mazi David Nana, I don't know if you are there. Please, you can unmute yourself and say something if you are close to your mic. Oh, okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, brother. And so the British don't know what they have put themselves into. The British, instead of making history, they continue to go backwards. And we want Nigerians to understand, those who call themselves Nigerians, to understand that they were a commodity to the British government. Because the Nigeria establishment of Nigeria came through the Niger Company. It was Niger Company that later metamorphosed into Nigeria. So you are still a commodity. You are still a property of the British government. You are still a property of the colonizers. And that is, I don't know why Nigerians cannot one day realize that they are not a country. The name Nigeria never metamorphosed organically. These are names given to you by a prostitute, a harlot, and the boyfriend who just sat down together and decided to give you a name. And today you are gallivanting with that name that was tagged on your neck. And you are protecting the company of another people who are not even the people who are not indigenous to you. I don't know, Nigerians, if they actually know what it means to be a property of a foreign country, they should have woken up with every amount of anger on them to demand that that name Nigeria, in the first place, there should be a renegotiation of that entity, because you are a property of the British. And that is why you can see Britain having everything to say whenever you have your elections. They have to determine who governs you. They have to determine how your resources are being shared. They have to determine how you are being governed. That is the greatest ill that can happen to a people, that somebody else is deciding your future for you. And that is why the Biafran people have risen up. The Biafran people said, no, we have had enough of this, since Nigerians don't want to do the right thing by renegotiating their existence, coming to the round table, even if you want to live together, but be able to renegotiate and agree on terms and conditions of living as a country. Unfortunately, Nigeria is also being controlled by the British. They cannot take decisions on themselves. And that is why we, the Biafran people, decided to opt out. Not only that, because the contraption Nigeria, the property of the British, have been made to enslave us into perpetuity, to kill and destroy talent, never to promote indigenous innovations. They want you to always rely on them. They want to control how you think. They want to control how you do things. And to make matters worse, they now handed over the governance of that contraption into a people like Tanko Muhammad, people that call aeroplane piloting driving, people that went to Sharia school, people that don't know anything about ethics, people that don't even value the life of human beings. These are the people that the British handed you over into. And these people are doing to you as it pleases them. That is why they can go to Benue and wipe away the whole communities and the international community. Their own Those who gave them the opportunity to wipe you out cannot speak for you. That is the reason why the military can be governing you with 1999 Constitution. And there is no outrage because the people who created you have already told them what to do. And the Biafran people said enough of all this intimidation, enough of all this harassment. God created us to be equal. God gave us brain to make decisions on our own. And therefore, we can no longer continue to live in a society whereby we are not welcomed. And besides, come to think of it, 1914 was a forced amalgamation. And in that 1914, there was a clause, or there is a clause in that document that after 100 years, you can renegotiate your existence. Nigerians are unreasonable. Nigerians are foolish. With all their education, with all the professors of nonsense, they cannot reason. If there was a clause in that amalgamation document, we say that after 100 years, you can renegotiate. What's stopping those who think that they have studied, those who think that they are professors, those who think that they are the elites, those who think that they should be obeyed and respected? What stops them from coming together and calling the federal government into order? Those who call themselves senior advocate of nonsense, senior advocate of Nigeria, or whatever they call themselves, who call themselves lawyers and liars. They cannot come and tell,
David, what stops them is that as long as it continues to benefit them, as long as it continues to help them to take their children to study abroad after training them from childbirth to maybe 20 years, they want to, as long as they can always bring them back, integrate them into the criminal system, that means there is no need for them to to renegotiate. They just want it to continue as long as they continue to benefit in their criminal ways. That is the reason why they will never ever try to even talk about that. Thank you.
Yes, even to that, they now look at themselves as those who make decisions for you. The British have made them to understand that you, as a senior advocate of Nigeria, you can continue to keep quiet over these atrocities, and you are going to live large. You have to have properties abroad. Whatever you desire, the government will give it to you. So therefore, keep quiet while the rest of the masses continue to die in penury, continue to die in abject poverty, under intimidation. So these people who call themselves elites were unreasonable. They are foolish and they are useless. With all their professorship, with all their doctorship, with all their sonship and all the rest of them, they could not impact the lives of their people. After 100 years, 2014 completed it 100 years. And today, how many years are we? They have not even been able to sit and say, okay, Nigeria has done this, Nigeria, we have expired. Okay, let us somehow try to do something for our people to think that we are reasonable enough. But hell no, because these are the people that have the whole opportunity in that contraption called Nigeria to own oil wells in my communities. These are the people who are given the contracts to execute all manner of projects in my communities. These are the people who, by actions and omissions, they make sure that they drove those who can speak for us in our communities. They drive them outside our communities to go and look for greener pastures abroad. Why the criminals, are now in governance to protect their investment and protect their colonial masters. That is why you see the likes of Hope Uzodinjo, a criminal, a former criminal who should have been hanged. He is the governor of Imo State. That is why you see Soludo, somebody who embezzled Nigeria money while he was the CBN governor. Today, he is a governor of Anambra State. That's why you see Wike, somebody who killed his people, and damn the consequences. Today, he is a minister. So when you continue to look at these people that composite, these people that make up Nigerian governors and Nigerian political elites, you know that from A to Z, even their president is a drug dealer, a drug baron. From A to Z, they are all corrupt, they are all criminals, and they are not supposed to hold any political position in a very sane and useful society. So therefore, if you are in Nigeria and you don't see all these ills being meted against your people and against your generation, then something is wrong with you. If you are part of those who are still defending these criminals in power, then something must be wrong with your generation. This Biafra of this time, the people that are fighting for this Biafra at this time are people that are disciplined and the people that are ready and prepared to have their freedom. We are not the likes of Ifajuna and Obabiasika who were able to constitute a nuisance to our eternal leader when he wanted freedom for his people. These people sabotage the Biafra movement. Of course, their likes are here again, but unfortunately for us and unfortunately for them, the good guy was able to separate the chaff from the wheat. And that is the work of Chukwu Okike Abiama in this Biafra movement. And Biafra must be restored. So they used Biafrans, they used the indigenous population as collateral for the continued existence of Nigeria. They use Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to collateral for Biafra to still remain. They are using you as a fool in Biafra land. They are using you to hold Biafrans down. And you don't see the reason why you should join hands with the Biafran agitators and the Biafran fighters at this time to make sure that you exonerate yourself from the ills of the Nigerian state against your people. You as a Biafran in your various communities, the Nigerian government, through the state governors or through the senators, buy you over to give information about your people. Buy you over to give information about those who are defending your land. Those who ordinarily are the ones making it possible that you are not in IDP camp. They give you guns, they give you bullets to go and kill your brother who is fighting for your freedom. And because of money, and because of property, and because of influence, you do their bidding without asking questions. This is not who we are as a Biafran. This is not who we are. We are principled people. We love our people and we love life. We have that slogan. We said, Ebe bere ugo bere, in our own balance. Live and let live. We are not the people who can go and kill our brother because of money. We can't go and kidnap our brother for asking for freedom. We can't go and try to destabilize the actions and activities or the process of our freedom because of what you can gain from the terrorist Nigerian state that will not last forever. That is why we, this generation of Biafran, we do everything possible to punish anybody, any entity, any group, any organization that stand on the way of our freedom. Anybody that had a hand in the kidnap of our leader, no matter who you are, highly placed wherever you are, when our leader comes out, the Lord of Biafra land will take its course and punish you for your atrocious act against our people, because an action against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is an action against the Biafran people, and we cannot sit idle and watch you prosper in your evil activity against our people. It is freedom or you die. It doesn't matter who you are, wherever you are, how highly placed you are. It is freedom for the Biafran people, because it is our time to be free. And death to you, who is an enabler of the terrorists in our land. I leave it for there for now. Thank you so much. I yield my mic.
Thank you. Thank you. We will end it here. Our information minister have information to pass to us. So we are doing another thing. God bless Biafrans. God bless our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. God bless our PM, bridge government, and everybody, all Biafran. Remember, today is fundraising. So we are going to listen to PM interview with the Ogadagidis of the world. Thank you, Biafrans. Let's bring them in. I will have to stop this one before I will bring the other one in. God bless everybody. Day one.